Hi everyone, this is Sunny and in today's session I will explain what is Splunk. So Splunk is used to search data, analyze data and visualize data. So that was just a simple definition of Splunk. Now let me add some more details here so that you can understand this figure in a better way. Actually, Splunk works like search engine. You may have seen Google search. Now, if you need something, you just type here and then you will get data from different sources. And then whatever is required, you do that with the data. In the same way, Splunk works. So once you install Splunk on top of the applications, you will get a dashboard like this. So this screenshot I have taken from Splunk. Now let's say you need IP. You need details about the port. So you just give the details of the port which is getting used. Then here you will type that, you will get the data from different sources. And that source can be a web application, sensor, devices, or anything else. And once you get the data from Splunk, what's data here? It's a logs. So you will get logs from Splunk. So once you get data from Splunk, you can analyze the logs, you can visualize the logs, and then perform any action you want, which is required. So this is how Splunk works. I think now you have understood this figure. Moving to next, why to use Splunk? A very good question, like why to use? Why should we use Splunk? Now, let's say you are working at some project in some company, okay, and you get a system failure error. Now, what you will do? You will check the infra tools like Manage Now, Dynatrace, etc., etc. You log into the server, you check CPU utilization, you check services, and still you found no issues. Then what's next? You can't do anything. You don't have anything to analyze here. So it can be hacked. Your server is hacked, your application is hacked, or it can be any other issue, any big issue that you are not able to reproduce, you are not able to fix, which these tools cannot catch. So at that time, what you need is you need logs, and logs you will get from Splunk. So this is system failure, system gets crashed, you can't do anything. So to prevent these type of incidents, what we can do, we can use Splunk. From Splunk, you will get logs. So you will get logs, you can analyze, you can visualize the logs. And you can configure those logs. How you can configure those logs? Let me give you some details on that. Now, let's say you have this log that you get from Splunk for some IP or for some anything. You can just take an example. Now you just analyze this log. You found this is system name and this one is system state. You analyze this log, you get the details, and then you can configure this accordingly. Okay, so you can configure an alert for this. You can configure, if you get the data like this, which is PCHUK, you can configure an alert. Okay, you need to check this following server. And if you get like this system state like this, you need to check application is there's some utilization issue, there is some memory issue or some other issue. So you can configure alerts as per the logs you are getting. So this becomes easy. So this is possible with Splunk because Splunk has various features which you can use, which we will discuss in our coming videos. Now moving to next slide, Splunk components. So we have three components in Splunk: indexer, forwarder, and search heads. So let's understand this in this figure. I had not made this complex. It's simple and specific so that you can understand this. You can understand everything about this without making it complex. See, this is search head. Now what search head does, it handles search requests and then result back to user. Indexers, what indexer does, indexer takes raw data from forwarders and forwarders sends raw data to indexer. So this is just understand this. Don't worry if you didn't understand, no issue. I will just explain this in our coming videos with practical. Data input is taken care by forwarder. Parsing and indexing is taken care by indexer, and searching is taken care by search heads. So these are the three components. Okay, so that was just okay. So that I will show you in our coming videos when we just try here, when we just try to analyze the log. So then you will get more details about those components. So that was it for today's session. I hope you understood. We'll come up with the next session shortly. Till then, have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care. Be healthy, be safe, and love your family.